Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry if my GMing is kind of shoddy today, because I did have to scramble a little bit, so you might see the hand of God working where you normally wouldn't, that sort of thing. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So Silverus, it's been roughly a year to the date with you. Maybe a little bit after, maybe a little bit before. But you've been doing well, all things considered. You were down for a little while, but with the help of some very good friends and a very good mother figure, you are back on your feet. And for all intents and purposes, Dia takes care of the important work. You take care of the field commanding for Clan Luminescent. You've managed to get the clan rank up, so
Oh, what's the clan rank now?
I believe I had you guys at 7 before, so it is now 6.
Okay.
Which means you get a little more dangerous jobs, but the pay's been good. You've been able to afford a variety of upgrades for the rest of your clan to take hold of. And it is on this day when you get not one knock, but 2 knocks at the door to your room.
Shit, sorry. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. My wires are fucking tangled. Okay, got it.
As the laws dictate.
Yeah, exactly. Did she got a knock on her room door?
Yes.
She will just answer with a, come in.
So the first person that comes in is your good friend Helen, who you've made a bit more of a friendship than you had previously. But behind him, the last person you expect to see with him is Angelica. And she gives a wave as she sort of pushes past Helen and gives you a big ol' hug.
Who died?
Nobody. Not today. I was actually coming here to visit you. I don't know who he is, and she motions toward Helen, who just kind of like coughs and looks to the side.
Hello? It's been a bit.
Are you eating well? And she sort of like looks you over, like lifts your chin and like looks at it from side to side.
Lifts her chin? She's shorter than her.
Yes, she still does it.
She's gonna fucking like bat like her hands away. And just like, I've been eating perfectly fine. You've seen Dia.
Oh, the carbuncle. Yeah. He's really nice.
Right.
I'll make stew tonight. Should I leave you to go talk to your little green friend here?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be in the kitchen. She sings out as she kind of merrily steps out, presumably to go do just that. That's when Helen's like, was that your mother or something?
Sorry, cut out. What'd you say?
Yeah, as Angelica leaves to go do presumably to cook, Helen like looks to her, and then looks back to where Angelica left off, and is like, "Is that your mother or something?"
No, that is not my mother. She's like that. Anyway, you are here for something, correct?
Yeah. I need to ask a favor of you, if you don't mind.
What's wrong?
I brought bread and tea, he says, as an offering to you.
Okay, now I have to ask you, who died?
Nobody died. Yet.
Then, yet? She's gonna fucking grab him by the shoulder, fucking pull him into the room, close the door behind her. Alright, start talking. What's going on?
It's about Kyo, he says, and he kind of looks down. He looks a little bit nervous, a little anxious.
Has she changed more?
No, she hasn't changed more, but she says she's gonna go chase down Virgilia.
Oh no.
Yeah. She says she thinks she has a lead on where she might be, and she's going to hire somebody to get her there. But I was wondering if maybe you could help her out, maybe?
You want me to help her chase down Virgilia?
I get the feeling she's gonna need somebody besides me to help her out. You know, you're both girls, and I think in the end you're gonna be better off than I am, because she's not gonna listen to me if I tell her to stop, and
And
so
she'll
you might as
listen
well.
to me.
She won't listen to you, but you'll probably be able to help her stay safe. I mean, when
Right.
it comes to combat, you outclass me at this point, so I'd feel safer if you hung out with her.
She kind of straightens up a little bit. This wouldn't just be me and her, though, correct?
I mean, I can come with.
The thing is that I can't exactly keep up with Kyo.
Right.
And if she does manage to find Virgilia, then who knows what could happen.
There's a slow nod.
I mean, I'll do it. I need some time to get the clan in order for my absence. Let Rex know what's going on. Tell Dia. Make sure
Sorry
that
to drop
someone's there to
this
pick
on
up.
you.
No, it's fine. Of course, I'm going to help you. I need someone to pick up the shelf shipment coming in tomorrow. The new ones managed to break it again. Somehow.
I mean, I can have some of my people to help with that. Least I can do.
That would be a big help, actually. Are you sure you want me to do this?
I'd feel a little safer, yeah.
Well, I guess I could. We don't have plans tomorrow, so I could move something around.
I appreciate it.
Is there any other information you can give me on this whole situation? Or is that it?
I know that she's planning on hiring a... How did she describe it? A teleportation specialist? So, you'll probably want to go to the manor when you're ready.
Helen, I'm not going to walk into a portal.
He raises his hands up. I don't know how they're gonna do it. If they make a portal, you don't have to go in. I know too well
Right.
the ideas of that.
No. Teleportation circles, fine. I'm not going to a portal, though.
I wouldn't dare try and force you to do that.
Good. Alright, well, someone needs to take care of the cat and Wilson. When would I be leaving?
Probably tonight.
Tonight. Angelica is making stew.
Is her stew that good?
What I'm hearing is that you're staying for dinner. I'll let her know.
Right. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Probably after I can talk with her. She probably wants to check in to make sure that I'm alright. I'm perfectly fine. Let everyone know what's going on. Or at least let them know that I'm leaving. We don't have to tell them all the details if we don't want to.
There's a nod of agreement. After this, or when you get back, you want to go drinking again?
You know, the watch you have is getting out of season. I think I could find you one much better this time.
You know, I heard a new jeweler clan is taking up residence down in District 3.
Another
There's
new
a
one.
Corinne.
Seriously.
Brand new one. Just got a certification.
You'd think that they'd stop opening them.
Well, we keep sending them out of business, so supply begets demand.
That's fair. Alright, sure. When I get
Alright.
back, I'll hit that one up. Or,
I'll prepare the wine.
alright, let's go see if we can speed up the stew process.
Would you consider yourself a good cook by now, Silvers?
No, she is not. She can do the basics. She can cut vegetables very well. She cannot cook. Her cooking is toasting bread to make sandwiches.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
cook the potatoes easily, but when you begin to combine the ingredients,
She's not
Angelica-
going. No,
Yeah.
she knows her strengths and weaknesses. She's just gonna cut
Okay.
everything.
I was
She's
about
not
to
even
say-
gonna try.
I was about to say she would have kicked you out so fast.
No. She knows.
This is my kitchen today. Get the fuck out.
She would just cut the vegetables for her very, very well, efficiently, and just put them in little separate bowls like you see on fucking chef shows. And then leave.
So yeah, so that dinner, Angelica's here is mostly to just check on you, see how you're holding up. She was in the area, If there's anything you wanted to talk about while she was here.
Are you fishing for something, or
I mean, if you want to, you can, but if not, that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with skipping forward.
I mean, there's one thing, but that's like something I wanted to do like way earlier.
Okay.
So it's fine. She probably takes off her gloves to eat, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll skip ahead to dinner.
Yeah.
Or after dinner with accompanying Helen to Clan Kyo.
She would probably, at the very least, inform Rexton about her
Right.
plans and shit.
Yes.
I imagine that at dinner, the three of them, Helen saw an experience.
I'm sorry, what? Helen saw inexperience?
With Rexton, Angelica, and Silvers all having dinner together.
It was probably awkward at first, but eventually they made him feel at home, so he became normal Helen talking about the city.
Oh, I
His
meant
wife.
Helen seeing what Silvers and Rexton are like around Angelica.
Oh. The siblings fighting.
Yes, it wouldn't let up just because Helen's here. No. And obviously, Angelica's here. She has to prove she's the best clan field leader. What does Rexton do? He actually took the day off. He didn't do anything today. I did a lot.
I was out in the workshop, actually.
Right. Every time I went down there, you were napping. But I was able to file out 3 stacks of paperwork and organize deliveries for tomorrow and the next week.
Look, channeling magic and artifacts takes a lot of energy, so of course it's gonna knock me out a couple times.
Couple. Seriously.
What did
Only
you do? Scrabble pins on paper for 3 hours? Oh, that's so tiring.
I actually organized inventory for the clan and also the new coming members, and deliveries we're getting for the next 2 weeks. Not to mention
Pen on
it's
paper. Pen on paper. No
It's
blood
not
and
just
sweat.
a pen. And you had blood? No, you didn't. You had a nap.
Actually, some of this does require blood, actually.
Well, that's just gross.
Well, you're stupid.
Turns to Angelica. Do you see what I have to fucking live with now?
And Rex is like, what? She's the one undermining my work.
He's the one inflating his work to suit his own ego.
You want to talk to me about ego?
Well, you seem to be an expert, so...
Do you not see what you're wearing, Miss High Field Commander?
I am not a high field commander.
Sure, fucking act like it.
I'm going to ignore this and be the bigger person. Angelica, I hope your travel here was well.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Great. I wish you'd have better company while here.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Silvers is like this. But I can always cook you something for dessert.
Again, the immaturity at the table, especially the one from Rexton. Unbelievable. You deserve better.
Wait, who did you say that to?
Angelica.
No, what did you say? Like...
Oh, the immaturity level here, especially from Rexton, is unbelievable. You deserve better.
There's a pause, and then she's like, will you both just behave already? Jeez.
I'm perfectly behaved.
Yeah, I'm the picture of calmness.
Another
There's
thing.
just a pause. Right then, you said you're going out on a trip?
Right. Helen, she, as if she forgot he was there for the last 5 minutes. It's like, had asked me to look into something and join his clan on an event or quest.
Well, I hope you have fun.
Thank you. I hope the mission is successful. Though I do ask that someone does look after the clan. And the cats and Wilson while I'm gone.
Though I'm sure Rexton will be more than happy to handle all of the stuff. And Rexton just kind of coughs a little bit. Let me handle everything? No, I'm not going to handle everything.
She's gonna lean closer to Rexton, lean in his face, and she's like, really? You did say it was just scribbling on paper, though. It should be easy for you.
I mean, if you just want me to scribble on some paper, I'm sure I can do that.
Right, because that's all they do. It's just scribble on paper. I don't coordinate almost, what? How many people do we have here? 15 people?
Well, I'm sure I'll do it better than you.
You can wish.
I don't need to wish. I know.
Oh, so you're delusional as well. You know, Angelica, I think we should get someone else in charge while I'm gone.
It's not my authority, it's your clan.
Realistically, Dia can probably take over the paperwork and administration work that he's already doing. And just have everything that gets sent to my office go to his instead. And Rexton, you could probably take over the coordination that I do day to day and crisis management, the quests and everything. And in your spare time, just a couple times a day, take care of all the animals in the barn.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. No problem.
Great.
Give you a
Thank
thumbs up.
Thank you. Oh, that's settled.
You're gonna be careful, right?
I'm always careful.
Good.
Right. Now with that, I need to get to packing because this is happening tonight, and I was told with an hour's notice.
I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you.
I packed some bread cakes for you.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I'm
packing that first. Just to make sure that it
Tina.
doesn't get crushed by anything.
Of course. The dessert is the most important part of any packing.
Right, I just don't want it to get lost.
Yeah. But you really should put it on top. Don't put it on the bottom because it'll like try and crush everything.
Right, of course. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I know. I trust you.
Good.
Let me know what you think. New recipe.
A new one. I'm sure it's fine. I'll get to it at some point. Just gonna freaking grab the bread cakes from the kitchen and hustle to her room, and she packs all her shit. Gets all her shit together.
Okay, so we'll move to Kyo Manor now. You get allowed in with no trouble whatsoever. Because obviously you are more than welcome here.
Is this the new one?
It is the new one.
Okay.
It looks like the old one, but never mind that.
No, it's all good. Just like, well,
Oh yeah, you haven't been to the new manor, have you?
I was at the front door a few months ago.
Well, it's a lot bigger than the last one. We've certainly grown a while, but we try to keep things similar to the old one, including the Topaz Carbuncle.
Oh.
We just randomly have. I think that was a gift from Dia.
Yes. I think that's one of Dia's children.
I don't know what he's doing here, but nobody bothers to ask.
You might want to check in with them. They might be lost. Or at the very least, let Dia know.
Dia know that his child is still here.
Yep.
Have you been missing his son for the past, 15 months? He's over here. We're kind of raising him for you. Oh, that's great.
So I'm just gonna wave.
Eventually, you hear footsteps and Kyo arrives.
Big.
Looking at the both of you. Hello, Silvers. It's been a while.
Hello, Kyo. It's certainly been a while. How are you faring?
Better now. Now that I know what I'm going to do now.
Right. And what exactly is your plan, if I may ask?
It took me a while to figure out where Virgilia's going, but something that she said finally clicked in my head. So I'm hiring somebody to take me to Ilizana.
Just take you to Ilizana.
There's a slow nod.
Right. Kyo, may I ask why you want to find Virgilia exactly? What do you plan on doing?
There's a slow pause. I'm going to kill her.
And just to make sure, just to double check things, you are aware that she might kill you.
I'm not going to lose to her.
She's just gonna slow turn to look at Helen.
She looks nervous.
Right.
Helen said that he was going to ask you to come with. Does you being here mean that you're going to?
Yes, it would.
Do you understand the risks?
There's risks with everything. Though, I want to make sure that this is not a suicide mission, and that you plan on coming back home.
I have no intention of dying alongside of her, if that's what you mean.
And
Like
you
you
plan
said, there are
on
risks.
and you plan on making it back here, correct?
I don't want to die.
She just fucking turned to Helen again. I'm like, you're fucking putting me with your crazy ass girlfriend.
Kind of whistles innocently.
Fucking hisses out to him. You owe me so much.
I'm already buying the wine. Do you know how much that expensive that stuff is?
I want fucking two of them. Yes,
I'm
I am
buying
going
a
to
whole
join
crate.
you. And I will be coming with you. On this.
You're a good friend. Thank you.
That's one word for it, but you're welcome. Alright, I have all my affairs in order for my absence. Do you know how long we're going to be gone?
If I have my way, a couple of days.
I'm assuming the alternative is never.
Probably.
We'll make sure that doesn't happen then. Are we leaving now?
Waiting for the teleport specialist to arrive.
We're not going through a portal, correct?
Don't think so.
Good, because I will not step foot into portal.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother to ask why. That's your preference, that's your preference.
Good, as long as we're understood on that. Just gonna sit down at the table.
About a half an hour later, there's a knock on the door, and Helen's like, that's gotta be them. And he goes up, answers the door, and an older lady walks in. Probably mid-40s, with a very long purple half suit with a long coattail. There's a number of weapons attached to her belt. There's a sword behind her on her back. There's what appears to be a lance as well. Next to her waist is what appears to be a spiked club. And though she looks like she maintains her complexion and her beauty well, but you can tell she is starting to get on in the years. She's aging beautifully, I believe is the term used for it. Alright, you the ones I'm taking then?
So stand up and nod.
Thank you for coming to see us so soon. Oh, please, with the amount of money you are offering, you're top on the list. So, I'll be taking you three to Ilizana. This is a very premium service that only me can do readily. Any questions before I zip you off?
So she's just going. Sylvie probably would have double checked on the way to Clan Keo's house that Helen does want to go. If he doesn't, she'll go in his stead. She was mostly being pissy when she was like,
Do you guys want a Helen with you?
It's up to
I
you,
want
because that'd
him.
be an NPC you're controlling and have to remember, Piper.
yeah,
I don't care either way.
okay. I would say healer good. However, that is extra work for you, Piper.
Considering our healer is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So my vote would be have Helen as healer.
Okay, Helen will accompany.
Okay. But if anyone has a no, speak now or forever hold your peace.
No, never. No Helen, ever. We hate Helen.
Okay, looks like I'm taking the three of you with. Any questions before you get zipped off? No? Alright then.
Bite her tongue.
So, as she says that, she reaches for her weapon, and as she does, you can see her purple clothes begin to glow, and there's just this aura begins to surround her. And she reaches towards you three and snaps, and your vision just blacks out completely. And we'll go to the party now. Where's Suzaku's orphanage? Suzaku's orphanage, where are you? There you are.
The struggle of finding the right map.
So, it is the next morning. You guys are getting ready to go.
True.
Sorry, it will be under my control now.
Saying sorry? What, you don't mean I don't have to go back and forth between Irish and British?
Would you like to?
No, I would not.
But it would be a fun challenge.
You know what? Fine. I have the right to tap out, though.
Okay.
Make me do that shit all the time.
As Suzaku told you, there was a caravan that she diverted to come pick you up. And so, with ease, she led you down the very, very long mountain, very tall mountain, until you arrived at the base of the mountain, where you joined up with the caravan. Let me move for a little bit. Hang on. Let's see. Making sure my notes are in order because I changed a couple things. Gotta move this around. Gotta move this around.
Are you supposed to Zaku again?
What's up?
Are you supposed to Zaku again?
Suzuku? Suza?
Yes.
Suzaku.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suzaku.
Thank you.
Iris, I just want you to know that I also spelled it in my head as Suzuku, and I was like, that seems wrong when I think about it too hard.
Well, I was thinking it was Suzuka because I knew there was an A in there, but for some reason I was thinking it was at the end.
Okay. So the caravan is pretty... Well, actually, let's have you guys roll. Who wants to roll an event die?
Oh boy.
Me. Fine, me.
What if we take the two of their rolls and we average it?
Hey.
Okay.
Because I only say this because they said it at the exact same time. Is that allowed?
See,
Piper?
on my mic, I said it first. Just saying.
I'm willing to let Iris roll because Iris rolls really good for events. They usually end dramatically in some usually terrible fashion, so I'm super down for it.
Oh boy.
Now I don't want to roll.
Well, you volunteered.
Is it a D20?
Yep.
It was almost a 19.
Almost.
You're an oxymoron.
What did you roll? Oh, you rolled
Three.
a 3.
So it's either really high or really low. It's never average.
That's very true. Okay. So the caravan takes you along the very beautiful, very oriental, high Japanese aesthetic, which Alter and Yisul would dimly recognize, because Zestran culture is very similar to Illusonan culture. You can definitely see where they got some of their influence from, some of the architecture to some of the weaponry, because you can see a couple of like soldiers training. You get the feeling that maybe it got adapted for colder environments, and probably also having some influence of dragons of some sort. So they probably added like scale instead of bamboo, and that's sort of how it evolved from there. So it's very interesting for you to see what your culture could have been for the two of you. But after about a day of just traveling along a carriage, the caravan people are relatively nice. They give you food when you're hungry. They answer some basic questions about Ilizana, so if you guys have any questions about the country, I can answer that for you. They're very nice, by the way. Everybody that you've met has been very, very humble and very welcoming, unlike most of the places where you guys used to have been. Mostly because they very much respect the law of hospitality. Take care of your guests, treat them well, and good things will come to you in return. That is something that pretty much every Ilizanan believes. It's not that they're all kind, but a good portion of them are. You eventually arrive in the main town, which I did name. What did I name it, Amy?
Major city, Kirimachi?
Kirimachi, yeah, that sounds right. Fox Slice, yeah. Yep. And as
That's
you
a major
arrive...
city, right?
Yeah, that is the major
Okay.
city. Yeah. You arrive into the major city, and the fields and farmlands begin to turn into a very rustic city. However, partway down the street, your caravan stops shortly before hearing what sounds to be fighting within the city streets. And then you hear fire, and then scrambling behind you, presumably to go towards the caravan's water supplies.
Oh shit. If we're in, when you say caravan, I'm thinking carriage. Are we in a carriage or are we like walking?
You are in a carriage that's like linked up with several carriages, basically.
Okay.
Like
And if we
walking
hear
straight in a line, sort of thing.
fire and people like running and panicking.
Yeah.
As in, there is a fire, not to fire a weapon. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, like people freaking out.
I
going
wasn't
mental.
sure on that.
Alter hearing that is going to like immediately like leap out of the cabin or the cabin on the carriage and look to where the fire's going and look to the rest of the group and be like, tilt his head, be like, oh, come on.
So we're in town?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there. Fuck you.
No, I'm looking at the tokens.
I assume we're at the bottom?
You could be like either in the bottom or somewhere closer to the middle.
Oh, this is the caravan. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're like, yeah, okay.
Spatial reasoning brain is not working for me tonight for some reason.
You know, I didn't even hear what you said at all.
Okay, so how long have we been in the town, or do we just arrive?
You just arrived and are just going through the town.
Okay. let Alter get out and probably just swung herself up on top to get a better vantage point of what the fuck is going on.
Okay. So looking around from your vantage point, you see that a full-on fight has broken out. You see what appears to be a bunch of people with like black and tattoos and weapons fighting against some other people. It's hard to tell who's on who. There is one warrior in white a little ways ahead of you who seems to be fighting against one of them.
We
Okay.
know nothing about this to like know who is good and who is bad.
Would Saria know? Who's good? Who's
Saria
bad?
would know the man in white. His name is Byako. He's one of the guardians alongside Suzaku.
Okay. Cool. So it's safe to say she'd see him, probably inform the others of like, yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah, as they're looking confused.
He's a good guy. Don't hit him. Hit who he's hitting.
Just see like Isol's head pop out from over the top of this carriage, looking down at Saria for a moment, blink, and then like look down that direction, and then on the other side, she moves and head pop out over the top of the carriage on Alter's side. I believe we need to be fighting the ones in black.
Okay, then. That makes this
Yeah.
much easier.
He, in response to this, if it is allowed, will cast haste.
Also, in the middle of the street, you guys see like a flash of bright purple just falling flat on their face.
Oh no. I thought it'd be after you counted.
No. Maximum chaos.
Oh
So
boy.
a Helen, a Kyo,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Silverus, and teleport lady.
Teleport lady. Probably, yes, actually. She'd probably come.
She didn't just zip them off.
She's not gonna help, but she is gonna be here.
It's bad for business when you just zip people off, because then it makes it look like you're just like sending them away, and people aren't 100% certain if they can trust you to zip them off later.
Ooh, I did not realize Silvers would be in this counter as well.
Yep.
Damn it, and I wanted to use Steel Wind Strike.
You can
Yeah,
probably juggle two character sheets for one encounter if you really want to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
If you really want to, just
Yeah.
ask really nicely to make sure that your characters are spaced out in the turn order.
Piper, can
Yeah.
this be allowed?
Yeah, sure, if you really want.
Okay.
Yeah, Silver, so you blinked. You literally blinked, and when you opened your eyes, you're in the middle of intensive combat.
Whew. Swords out.
What the hell's going on?
Don't care. We'll stab anyone who approaches me.
Okay, let's get initiative going.
Good.
Starting off strong.
Get the low roll out of the way.
Same!
Get the low roll out of the way.
Holy shit!
Wow!
Get the low roll.
It finally happened! She always
Jesus.
rolls below a 5, so she gets an average initiative, but she has a plus 14!
Holy fucking
'Cause
moly.
You rolled an 18 and you still got a 32, and I crit and got a 22. You bitch.
God
Listen, she has a
damn.
plus 14, okay?
Well, that's a
Hold
way
on.
to make an entrance.
Where's the
Yeah.
GIF?
Holy shit.
Hold on, where's the
Oh,
GIF?
I'm prepared for other
There.
things.
There we go.
I need to go.
She's fast as fucking lightning. She's ready.
What's the vibe for the combat for this, Piper? What's the vibe?
Chaos.
Is there like a ninja combat?
Well, Silverus is here,
Um,
so therefore it is
so-
ninja combat now.
These people
Christ.
wearing the
What
eye
can you do?
patches are wearing like traditional like ninja garb. But instead of like daggers, they have red like glowing red katanas on them.
Alright, I have to. Alright, let's see the comparative. Oh, I rolled. That was just Saria. Oh, where's the initiative?
Oh, did I? Oh. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. Order it one more time, so sorry it can be on there.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, as well.
Man, I feel like I have to do something big.
Okay, do something.
Well, you already
big.
went fast.
Yeah, I went fast, but I feel like because I rolled a 32 and this is her first action after months. It's like I feel like this has to be big, you know?
Pull all the stops out.
Okay.
Oh, I like this music. It's a jam.
Yeah, this is good music. Okay, let me just double check. Okay. Am I good to... Fuck, where's the thingy? I'm trying to find the thingy. This wouldn't be good, actually. Damn it, I thought I could pull the stops out, but no, I cannot. Okay. Well, Silverus is going first. Big shocker. And she is immediately going to... I mean, this one's right here, right? I assume, are these people like, threatening?
They have weapons drawn.
They have weapons drawn. Okay. I'm just trying to justify her immediately going on the attack. Did they point them at her or some shit?
Sure.
Okay. She immediately boop, stab this one.
Okay.
She gonna stab that one.
Roll to stab.
Fuck! You know what? Fuck you, action surge. I'm trying to attack again.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Hey, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. That will hit.
Another. Wow, she's. I forgot what it's like to roll dice with numbers.
What does that even mean?
She's really good at rolling the FFG dice. She gets a ton of successes and advantages.
Gotcha. I
When she
understand.
rolls dice with numbers on them, it's always below average.
It's very underwhelming. Right?
Okay.
Yes, because the 32 was underwhelming.
To be fair, the 32 is because she has an insane modifier to initiative.
It's still
You did also roll an 18. You did roll
That's
good.
She did. That's true. That's very true. Oh yeah, she's a rogue. It's been a while. Fuck.
Been a while.
Bonus
no.
action.
Yeah, bonus action.
Is your action search, isn't it? Or is that an extra one?
No, that's just by itself. She has a. She's going to disengage.
Okay.
Hope. Blop. That's your turn.
Okay. So it is Kyo's turn. She looks around to the people around and she kind of just sighs. And there's just a pause. Deal with them, Rava. And as she says that, part of her black armor begins to like fade away from her as if it was smoke. And from that smoke launches a medium-sized dragon just hits the field with a roar, which would immediately alert Isul. The I hear dragon.
Head pops up. Just get this very much. Isul is no longer paying attention to the party.
There's a dragon.
This one's gonna roll. Almost a nat 20. Almost. But you can see him go for the one that Silver's hit, and with just a roar, he bites into this guy, just chomping into his body, and in like a dog playing with a toy, just yeets it into nowhere. It's your turn.
Dragon trances to pop out some wings. And then... Come on. Why are you being like this? Oh, that's why you're being like this. So she will pop out her wings and fly here. Will land a heavy thrust on this guy.
Okay.
And we'll try to crescent strike with her back end on that one.
Okay.
So, first one up. Heavy strike. Let me double check the wording on this one more time. I really just need to print this shit out so that I don't have to scroll. Days when my eyes are not working with this.
You gotta make it your wallpaper.
Yes, okay. Lava halberd on the first one. Oh, that's a crit.
Hey.
Hey!
Very nice.
So that is 10 plus 6. 13 plus 13, 26 plus actually 39 total damage. And then backswing on the other dudes. I don't know if this. What is the white tiled background one?
That is those people are the ones wearing ninja garb. They are color coded for your convenience. White is good.
White is good. Okay.
Oh, conveniently, Keo, Helen, and Silvers also have white.
A 15 hit.
15 will just barely miss.
God damn it. Okay. That's all she can do.
Next up is
Tiger Man.
Tiger Man. Okay. So he's gonna roll.
'Cause I'm assuming you're going with the 4 creatures, so that's Tiger Man.
Yes, that is Tiger Man.
Agaman.
I assume that the bottom of his token has like a sword sheath.
Yeah.
For some reason, my mind saw it as like an old school iPod.
It's like a small. It's like a half sword called a wakizashi. But he's not using that right now. So he grabs this guy in front of him and just yeets him, I'll say, towards the direction of the party. So he like yeets this guy past you guys over here. He teleports behind him and with like a lightning kick just punches him into the ground. And there's like a little dent where the guy lands on the ground. He's gonna take barely alive, but alive. I'm gonna also have the ninjas go on his turn. So I'm gonna have them roll. Okay. Sorry.
Right. Now, is she a little excitable? Yes. Yes, she is.
Oh no.
Does Amy also really, really want to use Steel Wind Strike? Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So... let me just make sure I got just a long initiative. Let me just minimize that real quick. Cool. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all within 30 feet. Lovely, lovely. Saria is going to hop out of the fucking window of the fucking carriage, land in a crouch, and then she is going to cast Steel Wind Strike.
Okay.
How do I cast on Roll20 again? There we go. Oh, I'm still... I'm just gonna go with myself.
Choose up to 2 creatures you can see within range.
Up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each creature on a hit. A target takes 6d10 force damage.
Damn.
It's 5th level spell.
Yeah. Make 6 melee attacks or 5 melee attacks.
Okay. I guess we just go top down, left,
Sure.
right. Okay. To make this simple. Where's my fucking rolling? It's Roll20 is not being. Stop falling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3 of them hit. Yeah.
What'd you say?
3 out of 5.
Okay, so it'd be which 3? We had
17, 18, 20.
Yeah, green, purple, pink.
what?
Green, purple, pink are the ones you hit.
Not orange?
You missed orange. You said go down from the top, right?
Yeah, so I imagine starting with green, orange, yellow, purple,
Oh no,
pink.
so
is
yeah,
the order.
green, orange, purple misses. Purple misses. Okay, so green, orange, and pink. Sorry. Roll your 60-10.
60, 10. Okay, is this damage? Are we rolling says a target takes on a
I'll
hit.
just do it for all of them.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll 60, 10.
But I like rolling dice.
Sure.
Ah!
Okay.
You were just complaining about what the dice do.
That's true, but like, when do I ever get to roll big dice number in D&D?
Dice good.
Yeah, I did roll 2 ones though. Maybe I'll just keep this, I guess.
No, you've said it. You already committed. Fucking roll your 60-10 over and over again.
Shit. Slash roll 60-10. Let me just copy this. I thought I copied it. Boop. Boop.
Hey, went up.
Yeah. So my, 17, 18, 20 hit? Correct?
So the first one gets 23, the second one gets 37, and the last one gets 34.
Yes. And I imagine Sakura leaves,
Yeah.
like cherry blossom leaves, are what like appeared and went through the air, and that's what sliced them.
Fucking bleach ass shit.
I haven't seen Bleach.
Yeah, I was really struggling to not feel like this was a Bleach homage.
I've never seen Bleach.
Yaki ass. Fucking person.
Sakura Kageyoshi.
Also, I don't know if you remember this, Piper, but when Alter fought the dragon monster, he had Steel Wind Strike and used it, but it was only targeting a single creature, which makes the spell next to useless at that level.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very
Speaking
cool
of-
spell. Don't use it on one creature just to feel cool.
Speaking of dragon, I couldn't find Rob Token, so that is the dragon you fought over there in the corner.
Oh. Good to know.
Hello there. It's been a while. Doing good? It is people's turn now. People go do things. Let's go see what people do. So Yellow gets up. Whiffs. Purple goes to join his friend. Hits. Green guy goes towards high or low. Amy, high or low.
Low.
Attack Saria does a 17 hit.
Yes.
12 slashing damage. That one hits that person. These guys move in. So something you might notice that some of these people are like wielding, which are like Japanese style spears, and they seem to be very bold in their sweeping motions. So you might enjoy that later. With
Say Naginata?
yeah,
Gotta buy another spear for the collection.
Oh my god. You're not gonna be able to walk through doors.
She already can't.
Isul does a 19 hit.
Nope.
Okay.
I
People are
went with the
moving
version of
in.
tanking that you're not hitting me.
Understandable. That whiffs onto Silverus. That hits Helen. Guy next to Rafa misses. Also misses. Guy tries to swing at Iori. Completely misses. Let me go for Helen as well. Misses Helen. Okay. It is now the spear people. He misses the first one, but he moves his spear into such a way where he leaps off of it and then kicks one in the face, sort of like forcing him to push back a little bit. So he like knocks him back like 10 feet. Dealt the one. Goes in. So this one that missed that the guy at the top was attacking, he dodged that attack, and then he, with a swift death move, and he knocks the thug's blade away, and it just like stabs him like right in his gut, basically, and then quickly like pulls back in a very poised manner. It's Helen's turn. Helen's gonna haste Silverus.
Huh.
Key, what's your turn?
Sorry, I was muted.
It's okay.
Oh, there's a guy next to me. That's not cool.
It's really not.
It's
Nothing
not.
like
Well, I was gonna cast a spell though. Let's see.
You did haste somebody, so keep in mind you have concentration currently.
Oh, okay, so it did count before then. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Alter, you're hasted.
Yes.
You need the AC bonus.
that.
Not anymore.
What's your AC
I'm
without haste?
fixed. I'm fixed, bitch. My AC without haste. Hold on. It's 16. It's back to normal.
You still need the AC.
That's still really low.
Still need the that's Silver's AC. You still need the haste.
It's fine. I've got a lot of health.
So I'm doing that, making sure how a flourish works. As long as there's an ally there. Okay, yeah. I will bonus action dance partner alter and step back, which yes, I will get an attack of opportunity. Piper.
Nat 20.
Ooh. You're fine.
Bitch.
24 slashing damage.
And a concentration check.
Hey.
Hey!
Which I think makes it.
Yes. It's
Half the
10
damage
half,
or
it's 10
yeah.
or half damage, whatever is higher, and so it would have been 12.
Okay.
12, yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, can't shake her.
I mean, literally only the nat 20 I think would have hit me, so that sucks. But I, in return, gonna throw my indulgence weapons at it.
Fuck you,
Okay.
in particular.
Well, fuck.
Nope. You are reeling from the slice a little bit because you weren't expecting such ferocity.
Ended up tripping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my turn.
Alter.
God, it feels weird being all the way at the back. Alter is going to bonus action start accruing some focus. So he'll focus to get 1 focus. And let me read this really quick to make sure that I'm not fucking crazy. Because I bonus action focus and gain 1 charge and then double the charges and then add 1 after that. Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I gain 1 charge. He is going to go with haste. How's this person faring? This person down here?
The guy in white?
Yeah.
He's doing perfectly. Like I said, he
Okay.
grabbed this guy, yeeted, teleported behind him, and then kicked him to the ground, which caused a crater.
Gotcha. So Alter is going to step in since this person just attacked Key. He'll go around Key, and he is going to start tearing into this dude with his Scythe of Indulgence. And let me make sure that I'm not... Yeah, okay. And normal. 19 for 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then we're going to attack again. 20 for minimum damage.
He's gone.
6 slashing damage. It's gone after the second attack?
He's gone, yeah.
Okay. Then Alter is going to run back this way. And go here. And then use his haste attack to get this one.
Okay.
15 to hit?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
AC is 16.
Then that is Alter's turn.
Okay, so top of the round, and Alter, you notice something very strange begin to happen. So you dashed at this guy. He not easily, but he very narrowly deflected your blade. So you haven't touched him. But as you watch, you see that his nose is beginning to bleed out of nowhere. And he looks to you and he's like, "Do you feel a little lightheaded?"
Yes, Alter feels lightheaded.
Yeah. In a confused. And you watch as he literally just explodes. On himself. Leaving a mess on you.
Gross.
And he just literally explodes on himself and is dead.
Whatever, I take it as a win. All me.
Top of the round, Silverus.
Alright. You have given me new toys to play with. And I have a question. For the purpose of a help action, does Rava count?
Sure.
Cool. So Silverus is going. She's hasted, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it gives her additional action, which you can only use to attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as her action, she is going to straighten up a bit and whirl around towards Kyo. And she's going to expend use of her commander's die and use this is Arya's fucking character sheet. Shit. She's going to use the One for All ability. When used a help action, you may spend one die to assist two people rather than one. She's going to give the help action to Kyo and to Rava. She probably straightens up and then points out. If you look under that gauntlet, there's a weak spot. Hit it. She's going to use her bonus action to steady aim, and that action from Helen to stab.
Okay. Stab.
Stab at advantage. Whoop.
That does hit.
And because Helen is within 5 feet of this it's the one immediately next to her. 24 piercing.
Okay.
And then Kyo and Rava have advantages on their next attacks. That is her turn.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So, yeah, they have advantage, so I'll crit finish. Okay, so taking her turn, Kyo sort of like blinks in a flash of purple lightning and reappears on the other side of this man, dealing 2 swift blows to him. At the same time, Rava kind of howls and moves this way and is going to use his breath weapon, which I believe everybody's fine. Yeah, everybody's fine. Only the bodies get hit.
These guys aren't fine.
Yeah, those guys aren't fine. Yeah, so between Kyo's hits and Rava's fire, this guy literally just catches on fire and dies from it. This other one, hanging on with a dear life. Isul. I imagine now you have a clear line of sight with Silverus, by the way.
Isul is a little distracted by Dragon, then sees Kyo pop up. And I imagine that's the point when she starts looking a little bit more carefully at the battlefield and sees first a very familiar green head. And then somebody beside the green head that now that's a familiar stab motion. And she is going to just kind of jump over this guy to get to the other side, so she is within 10 feet. Heavy thrust on the guy in front of her. And shift to hit the other guy on the backswing. 16 for 18 damage.
Okay. He is out.
And we'll shift back step. Get the other one that's in front of Rava. 28 for 16 damage.
And he is gone.
And just kind of like flying there a couple foot or two off the ground, looking over Rava and then towards Kyo and then towards Silverus. Well, I didn't think this was going to be where we met.
Silverus, familiar voice from behind you.
Just going to whirl around. Just look of just like pure shock over her face.
Looks mostly
She looks like
the,
she's seen a ghost.
mostly like the Isul that Silverus remembers. However, that neat little cleric level gives Isul, I imagine, a little bit of a glow on her armor and weapons that was not there.
Yeah, sure.
Whew. I imagine she ducks, she like turns, she sees a tool. She's immediately going to, she says she's glowing, right? A slight little glow.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. She's going to, probably in the midst of like ducking from an attack, she's going to like fucking grab Helen. Just be like, great, they teleported us to the afterlife.
You hear a voice. You hear the woman go, "I do not teleport people to the afterlife."
We'll talk later. It's busy at the moment.
Tiger dude.
continuing his trend of just punch them. He grabs the guy that he previously knocked to the crater, grabs him by his chest, and then uses him as a club against the purple one. So he's gonna attack both of them. Yeah, yellow's dead. Yellow's dead, purple's really wounded, as he just got hit. He hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. The ninjas might go, they're fighting. Go ninjas, go ninjas, go. Damage is being dealt. This one's gone. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Go back to this other character sheet. Let me just make sure I'm reading this right. And this does, in fact, have... Okay, cool. Fucking scroll down to the bottom of this. Ah, there's only one enemy. Shit. Y'all killed them all too fast.
No, there's a whole bunch at the top of the map near Silver.
That's true. That's very true. But I don't think she can make it there. Unfortunately.
Does she have
Yeah, no, she
any
can't.
ranged spells?
Ah, she has ranged. Can't twit. She has to do one strike again, but there's not enough people around. This is a melee caster. She... Okay. Okay, you know what? This might work. Where's the nearest enemy? Okay, perfect, actually. Saria is going to use her bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Hey.
Okay.
She's wind themed, in case you haven't been able to tell. And give yourself advantage. Attack roll. Attack with an extra 1d8. You're walking between pieces by 30 feet. She's gonna fucking zoom. She's gonna fucking zoom, boop, to this guy. Fuck this guy in particular. Sorry, I was gonna fucking move like the fucking wind, literally. And is going to hit with her rapier. Advantage
Okay.
on one attack roll on your turn. So her first attack is going to have advantage. Ouch! She has a second attack! That hits, right?
Yep, that one hits.
For 8 piercing! Yeah! You know what? There was a rug. She's been to this place before. She comes here all the time. This rug is new. She kind of slides on it a little bit as she's ready to strike. That's her action, bonus action, and movement.
Okay.
Bad guys.
I made the lance people go. Helen, what does Helen want to do?
You missed your bad guy turn because he's leading the token.
What? I did miss the bad guy's turn. What is it? They're at 12 as well? Okay. Bad guys. Bad guys doing bad guy stuff. Bad guy goes over here. Bad guy attacks Arya.
Oh no.
That pretty sure that misses. Guy swings at Silverus. Does a 19 hit Silverus?
Yes, it does.
12 slashing damage.
Cool, she's gonna use her reaction.
Okay.
Use her reaction, she's gonna activate the cloak, her Ice Queen cloak. That creature must make a DC 15 deck save. You said 12
Okay.
slashing, right?
Yes.
Okay,
He fails.
cool. Let me just subtract my health real quick. Gotta do the quick maths. 2 cold damage! And she can teleport to an unoccupied space within 10 feet. She's gonna fucking back the fuck up
Okay.
at that hit.
That's
But yeah,
back to Isul.
she's... Isul is a fucking ghost.
Other bad guy
Um,
attacks Helen.
Yeah.
Misses.
No, Isul
Other
does
bad guy
see that.
attacks Helen.
Sorry.
Misses. Other bad guy attacks Helen. Critically strikes. Dealing 24 damage.
Okay. Oofs. Unfortunately, she only has one reaction around.
Helen is going to simply. Oh, he's going to use Wither and Bloom, actually. They're in a perfect line. Or a perfect square.
Silvers backs up towards Isul. Isul just kind of like calls over her shoulder. Alta, you might want to get up here.
Ooh. See, Silver's just fucking stiffen. She's staying focused on the fight, though.
Bloom. So Wither and Bloom does how much? I'll do 2d6. You'll upcast that. Why not? 46 to everybody. Why not? Dealing 16 damage to everybody in this area.
Withering Bloom can be a very good spell. At least
They
with the
never
level
line up
is.
well enough. Yeah.
If you can get them all
This one's
grouped
gone.
up. All nice and pretty.
This one's gone. Keith?
I will attack the thing below me, the person below me. The purple guy.
Go for it.
Hmm.
A.
Hey! Let's go!
A
And
Next
I
time
shall,
we meet.
I shall flourish.
Okay.
Let's go!
And do I have anything else to add to this?
Stop, he's already dead.
Keep big angry that she got smacked at the start of the fight. She's gonna take it out on everybody. Make it their problem now.
Okay. I will spend a dazzling dance charge to use bonus action help.
Okay.
Well, I think I have to move first, but I'll help Alter out. And you
Ow.
also
how?
bonus action?
Oh, the help action. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to do something else, and I thought you were like, yeah, I'm going to help Walter with this thing, and I was like, what are you doing? Help action. Okay.
Yeah, help action, and you can add a +5, my charisma modifier, to your roll.
Ooh.
And I will use the rest of my movement because I think it's here, or here. 10. I can move more, so gonna go over here, and I'll do my turn.
Okay, Alter.
This is not a bad guy, right?
White is good.
Okay. Then Alter, who is still hasted, is going to do a lot of movement.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom. Oh, I forgot she has extra movement because she's hasted too.
This is 30 feet. That's 30 feet, so he's moved half his movement. This is on the inside of the building, right?
Right.
Okay. Then this dragon is like on top of the building, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rava. That's good.
Okay.
Friendly dragon.
Friendly dragon.
A lot of stuff happening here.
A lot of stuff.
And Alter is going to run. Yeah, fuck it. He'll run right up past everyone, just tunnel visioning like crazy. Sees a green blur beside him, and he is going to attack this person, the
Okay.
Ninja. And because I'm helped, I have advantage or just the +5?
I
Both.
think both. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a help action, and because of a special dancer thing, you get my charisma modifier as well.
Oh. Okay. So 22 to
Yeah.
hit for 12 damage. And
Still.
then I will attack again. This one's normal. 17?
He's down.
And Alter will use the last 5 feet of his movement to step here, because I think that is a perfect 60.
As you pass, you get a passing remark from Helen. Oh, congratulations on your resurrection.
Alter hears that and then stops to turn. Oh, he'll pivot on a swing. So he'll swing and then hit this. 13. Aw. I don't get any bonuses from being your dance partner.
No, that's only for healing.
Okay.
That one.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just didn't know what that actually did. That's fine though. So Alter hears that and then pivots and does like a complete spin in a circle and then sees Helen, and his eyes adjust. Like his pupils dilate, get a little smaller and then a little wider, and then kind of settle on a correct size. And he's like, "Helen?"
That is my name.
Told you you
Just
should come up
there.
here.
Alter is
The
just
book
like
here too.
doing math and computing. He does not know what to say or to believe. He is very confused. Hold on, let me see here, because I think
I'm gonna say he's gonna notice something because her turn's immediately after his.
he is going to eventually. Yes.
Yeah, eventually.
As an action, it can spend Sen. I don't want to do that. I feel like it would be out of character to have him use a bonus action to focus, because I don't think he can right now. But he will, just. I guess that's just his turn, because he moves all the way over there and then does his 3 attacks for haste. And then is just staring at Helen, like, completely dumbstruck at how this is happening. Oh, I might have a bonus action spell somewhere in here, but I don't know that any of them are going to be particularly useful right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that's just Alter's turn. He is just like, the real Helen?
No, this is his evil twin, Bellin. Yes, it's me. Silphus is here too. Motions behind him.
There's just a complete, like, Alter is just dumbstruck,
So
confused out of his fucking mind.
Top it around. Just like last time, shenanigans begin to play.
Oh no.
as the guy next to Helen, he too begins to get a nosebleed. And like last time, he too just implodes on himself. Once again, covering Alter in a mess. But Helen gets it this time too, and he's like, wait, what the fuck? But this time it is too affected, as the one by Saria also implodes on himself.
Ah!
Top round, Silverus.
Okay. Well, she is also hasted, so she's also fast as fuck. But I imagine she was about to run in with her rapier in her hand when it exploded next to Helen, covering him in fucking goop and blood, and she's like, yeah, no. She has her rapier in her hand, and in a flash, it is going to vanish, and in her hands are going to reappear daggers. And she is going to probably, because she had a clear shot if she goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Quickly, very, very quickly step to the side, and then action. She's going to do the bonus action dagger throw thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue.
Yes.
And then she's also going to do her other action, the same thing. It's essentially 3 daggers. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Okay.
Hey,
Dagger, dagger.
Is that the right reference?
Yes.
hey, you did good.
Hey! I'm learning! Was that also with the party rogue?
Yes.
Hey! And 13 for a sneak attack. As she probably only used 2 daggers. The first one was the one with the returning charm.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was the Chris knife. And then the third one was the same one that gets lodged into it. Familiar charm on the end of the hilt.
Just zip right past Alter's head.
Yep.
Okay, that guy's gone. Okay, so I think this is a good place to simply end combat, as this guy implodes on himself.
I want to throw
Chris
a
Black.
spear at him.
Can that be how he goes out?
Yes, that can be how it goes out.
Hey.
We gotta check at him.
Okay, so just like looks through a window. There's another one. Spear.
Spear.
The reason she carries around the bundle.
You never know when you're gonna need another one.
Okay.
Hoo-hoo.
He's gonna try and find some water for these fires.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so immediately after that, it begins the restoration, as Byakko begins going out and barking orders to these people in ninja garbs, who nods and begins to duck into buildings to go get pails of water, with the key helping.
Could Saria cast Mold Earth to smother fires?
Sure, you can help.
Yay! She's helping!
Alter, now that combat is over and things have started to calm down, he is going to, still holding the scythe kind of slack in one hand. He is going to reach over and, grab in between his thumb and forefinger Helen's cheek and kind of tug. You're real. And then he'll let go.
Yeah. What was your first hit?
Then what did I see? And he thinks for a second, shakes his head, and just goes, wait. And he'll just straighten up, put the dagger, put the scythe away, spin it around, and then sheath it. Doesn't matter what I saw. And then haste dies down, and he kind of kicks the wind out of his sail for half a second. He's just like,
So you were chilling out in Elizana all this time?
He's gonna put a finger up to Helen and say, "Hold." And what is Silverus doing?
She is checking her daggers, and she's probably fixing and flexing her glove.
No, don't take the dragon away, you bitch.
Okay.
She's
Alter's
going to
going
go to Kyo.
Alter is going to go immediately for Silverus, like, but not fast. It just very slowly walking like he is in some kind of dream, and this doesn't seem like real.
Yeah, so Seabass goes up to Rava because they were play buddies, and she's very confused as to how this dragon got 2 sizes bigger than her when it's only been like a month.
Just flashed out of the caravan to go say hi, and Isul just like very carefully like reaching out and giving him a pet, and like kind of examining, trying to figure things out herself. Not going to deal with that bullshit that's going to happen in the street.
Well, we're back in Arizona. Kyo says to Silverus.
Oh,
It seems like it worked.
I'm not sure about the timeline here if Alter stopped her before she got to Kyo.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
I was going to have Alter walk up to her before she got, at least hopefully before she got to Kyo, because he's like
Okay.
a little dreamlike walking, but he's not
Okay.
gonna like sprint to grab her.
No, that's
She-
fine. That's fine.
She took, like, she was fixing her equipment after the fight,
Mm-hmm.
so there's probably enough time for him to catch up to her before she was going to go get Kyo.
Okay, yeah.
He'll
Yeah, sure.
he will walk up to Silverus and like very just calmly say, Sylvie?
She stiffens, and probably for the first time, because Alter was a blur in the fight because of haste, and she was also hasted, so things were a little blurry for her too. She saw Isul clearly though, and who was glowing. She's like, "That's a fucking ghost if I've ever seen one." So she stiffens, and I imagine she was like tightening her glove. But if you will indulge me for a character update description,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Silverus' hair has gotten a lot longer. It is, before it was past her shoulders, now it's almost at her like waist. And yeah, it's at her waist at this point. Her clothing is the same thing, pretty much the same exact thing in the picture. And complete with these dark gloves and tall boots and, white pants. The crown she had on for the cursed is no longer there. However, there is a very, very small little white hair clip holding back like a wave of hair. And she has a sort of white half cape rather than a giant winter cloak incorporated into her outfit now. As she had a dagger in her hand, and that dagger disappears into thin air as she flexes her glove. And she turns, stiffening very, very visibly as she turns to look at Alter. Alter?
Alter will like take another step closer to close what little distance remains, and he will like not touch her in any way, but his like hand goes up in this like I don't think you are real kind of gesture, and he just looks bewildered, and he'll shake his head very, very slowly, and he'll say, I thought you were dead.
This is... No, you're the one who's dead.
Oh boy.
And he will just smile. And there is a moment where he closes his eyes and he is just very, very relieved. And he'll say under his breath, like, Silvers could hear him. He'll say, I do get my second chance.
What?
Could I? And he'll kind of gesture with his hands vaguely to her.
She doesn't know what that means. But coin flip. She'll just she's still in shock, so she's just going to just dumbly nod. She doesn't know what he means. But she's still also bewildered, because she's like, what? No, these people are dead. How? I think we did get transported to the afterlife, actually. She nods.
Alter smiles, like very, very wide smile on his face. Like the dumbest, goofiest smile he's had yet. And he will take a step forward and he'll put one hand on her shoulder. And like he just shakes his head again, absolutely dumbfounded at the whole situation, and says, I think I love you. And he'll kiss her.
Bro, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna hug her. What the fuck? What? What? Just. I for real thought you were just gonna be like, yeah, hug, happy to see you, and I could be like, she's like is awkward about being hugged. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
He had decided on this a while ago.
As soon as he saw her, huh?
Mhm.
Yes.
Didn't matter this fucking situation.
Nope.
Oh shit, man. Okay. What was his phrasing exactly again? Was it?
I think I love
I
you.
think
I think I
I
love
think
you.
I
Okay.
love you.
Oh boy. She was just like calculating, running the numbers in her head, going through different like scenarios and possibilities, trying to figure out, is this real or not? And then he says that, and like it was kind of like she was like zoning out, and then her eyes just like sharp like laser focused back onto him. Just in time for him to kiss her, and she stiffens a lot. And oh man. She
If she does not kiss him
I'm
back, he
kidding.
will pull away.
I'm gonna roll the silver dice.
Kiss him back, you bitch.
Holy shit! Okay. What a fucking roll. First roll for Silvers on her Silvers dice.
Hey!
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay. I think I know what to do here. Putting away the Silvers dice now. She stiffens at first, but after like a second, she surges forward and like grabs his like I guess like the collar of his shirt to kiss him back.
Yes.
Yes.
Before.
Punching him.
No, she's not going to punch him. She can't punch. She's weak.
Slapping him.
No. She would never hit
Stab.
him. No.
Kick him in the groin.
No.
Kick him in the nuts.
No. Yeah, she's going to just like very like big rush of emotion, like grab him, pull him closer, kiss him back for a second, and then she's going to just like stop, freeze, pull back for a second, and her expression went from bewildered before, just shocked, to like in disbelief, and now she looks fucking furious. And the grip on his like shirt collars gets tighter as she looks at him, and there are like tears like in her eyes a bit, like welling in her eyes. And she says, I don't even know if you're fucking real or not, and this is what you do?
His goofy smile kind of falters for a second. He just goes, "What? No, I'm real. Look." And he'll
Really?
like take a step back and tug at the edge of his shirt, like that proves it.
Right.
Or not shirt, but like his coat.
You? All of you died, Alta.
What? What do you mean we died? We didn't die. We were teleported. Sort of.
Sort of. Really.
Speaking of teleporting, I think I'll be off now. I fulfilled my contract. Take care. The adult woman says. And before you can even utter a word, she glows and she's just gone.
Turn back to Alta. There are still fucking tears in her eyes, and she's so fucking angry. And she has not let go of him.
Isul sees that she is now turned to rage, and will look to Key, and then shove Key in her direction. Go save my brother.
Are you sure we should interfere?
Go save my brother before she hits him.
Okay. Poke? Sylvie?
I imagine she was fucking gearing up to just like interrogate / yell at / I don't know what she's doing. She doesn't know what she's doing either. But she has 100% stepped into Alter's personal space. She's like mad. She has not let go of him. And she was just like, I thought you were all dead for so fucking long. And this is what happens when I think you're here. I don't even know you're real or not. And then I imagine that's when the poke happens.
Sylvie, we are real.
Imagine, because she's so close to him, Alter sees frame by frame Sylvis's face that was like hot, furious, like wet anger stop, and then go through like almost like sadness and grief.
Amy,
And
don't forget the
disbelief.
ring.
Turns around. She has her fucking gloves on. Shut up.
Okay.
He will pull off her headpiece and like put it in her hand, kind of thing.
Key?
Yeah. Hug.
You're here. You're alive. And wait, I don't even know if you are alive or not. How do I How do I know you're not just an illusion, or you're just, I don't know, in the afterlife, or if we got teleported there, or...
She presses the hairpin into her hand more. I don't think I would have this in the afterlife. But why do you think we're dead?
Imagine at this point...
I can't believe you guys would hold a funeral in just a couple days?
At that, Silver's is like holding the hairpin. And she hugs Key back so hard. And she like leans back and like the tears have overflowed. And she's not crying, guys. No, she's not. But she is. And she's like furiously trying to wipe the tears away, but also not fuck up her makeup because that's even more obvious that she was crying if she does. She's going to like swipe under the eye rather than swiping the eye itself. As she's like, if you take... It's been a year exactly, actually. No. Nothing could find you. Any of you. The only explanation I ever got from anyone was that you were all gone. And you've been here this entire time?
No.
Not here.
Sure you'll want the full explanation later, but let's just say we were stuck in an in-between place. Time moves differently there. I've only been here for less than a day. Well, a week. How long were we in the caravan?
Like 2 days.
So we've been here less than a week.
You said it's been a year?
A year, exactly.
She kind of turns her head to look to Isul and Alter. Like, she fucked up. I didn't mean to.
Got us out of that place. A year's bad, but a year's better than it could be. At least it helps to explain a few things.
Alter like casually runs his hand through the like bottom half of her hair. He'll be like, "Your hair is so long now."
That's what happens after a year of growing it out. But what do you mean, Key? Why would you think this is your fault?
Well, I'm supposed to be able to, like, get us home, and I didn't. Something to do with my heritage, or... I don't fully know, to be honest.
That's when Helen claps his hands together loudly, like, okay, I think this should move somewhere not in the middle of the street. Oh, look, that looks like an inn. Let's go over there. Just points to the building.
What the fuck is going on with Kyo at this point? Because Isul's kind of hanging out with the dragons because she's not... She likes Silverus, but they are not huggy-touchy.
So, Kyo is almost completely unrecognizable at this point. Her white hair has darkened into like a deep purple, and she's traded her red and black armor for pure black armor at this point, with her sword glowing red. Her eyes have turned into a light purple as well, and as you look, you see like little sparks of lightning dash between them. And also, whenever Kyo takes a step, there's like a little static that leaves after her step. Rava is 2 times as big as he was the last time you saw him. And he seems to be more wispy than a regular dragon.
But still, like, physical form, so when she reaches out and scratch, he's there.
Yeah.
Just kind of like looks Kyo over, looks Rava over again, and then just kind of sighs. Oh, I think we're going to have a very, very, very long conversation.
Is that right?
Oh, you are certainly not the woman I last met.
A year is a very, very long. I suppose you haven't seen Virgilia.
No, should I?
She's around here somewhere. It's fine if you didn't see her.
Rava's
I'll
still
go
generally
get
okay.
Yeah, he looks to be perfectly healthy.
He
I'll
has a new
go
aesthetic now.
book a room. I'll go book a room, I suppose. And she'll go. And as she does, she just barks out, Rava. And before your eyes, like the solid form of Rava just sort of like melts into nothing and then just wraps itself around Kyo as she walks into the inn.
Holy shit.
That kind of triggers this, like, frown for Isul. Does not like that. Well, can stretch a little bit taller to try and catch Helen's eye to see what that expression is like.
He looks a bit anxious.
The weak link has been found.
There we go. So at Helen's insistence, he sort of ushers you into this room, this seemingly inn. He doesn't know it's actually an inn, but he got lucky. It is actually an inn. And he's like, wonderful. What are the eating customs here? And that's when that's when Kyo bonks him on the head and begins to quickly instruct him on proper Illusonan dining.
Silvers is kind of still in shock. She's just like, right, relocate. Private location. Sort of. Not in the middle of the street, at least. And she's just gonna sit down. She's probably going to just, like, nudge Helen. And just, like, facial expression, like, and check in of, like, okay? Question mark?
He nods, like, are you?
She shrugs.
Shrug back.
She just kind of just like gives a hand of like throws a hand up of like, don't you know what's going on? I think I got knocked out. This is a dream.
It's one hell of a dream, if that's the case. I'm sharing your dream again. Stop that.
What'd you say?
And that means I'm sharing your dream again. Stop that.
First of all, that was part of the plan of sharing the dream. That's what the whole thing was built upon.
I could
And
burn
that's
you
just-
if it's going to help. Just like props the lava halberd up a little bit further. It's close enough to pinching, isn't it?
I hear you can get injured in your dream.
I could burn you.
No thanks, my skin is fragile.
We're all having a little bit of a time of it seems. Alcohol is needed.
Yes, please.
Yes. Please.
One round.
We've
Otherwise,
already
you're all going
discovered.
to assume that you're going to be that this was all a wine-induced dream when you wake up.
No, we get very particular when we are drunk.
Helen just laughs a little bit. The waitress comes in with bottles of sake for everybody and begins to pour everybody a cup.
Right. Silverus is just going to take, before she takes a sip, she's going to turn to Helen and say, if somehow we wake up on the floor again, I'm blaming you.
I mean, why me?
Your mission, your responsibility. She's gonna take the drink.
You took the mission.
She is she's not ignoring Alter, but she's kind of avoiding looking at him directly. Just a
Alter
little
is
bit.
like somehow trying to be glued to her side, but also keep giving her like a good amount of space.
No, she'd be fine with him being glued to her side. She just can't look at him right now. She's refusing to face him, but she will sit right next to him. But she'll just talk to Helen and then Isul and then Key and tip her head the other way to take a drink and probably talk to them again.
Isul would very clearly notices this because she is also partially watching her brother because now he is getting very touchy-feely very quick. It's just no. That's gross now. Went from, they actually, made up to, I don't want to see that. And just, watching the pair of them as, the sake is being passed around, waiting for the waitress to leave. And then looking towards Key. Well, considering the fact that 3 of us have experienced, a few weeks of time, and the rest of you have experienced an entire year, I suppose we should go first as our story's a little bit shorter, if not stranger.
Yes, I'd like to hear the story on how you were not apparently dead for a year. And the reason
Alta
why
did
you...
see you die, so everybody here's dead, yay.
We're not dead. I'm trying to. But it's fine now. I
Wait, what?
guess I must have just seen a. Looks at Key. It was just probably a hallucination. It was a vision I saw, but it doesn't matter now because everything's fine.
You saw me die.
Through the gut, apparently.
Well,
Oh, that one.
That did happen.
just stops, looks at Silverus, and then there's a slight irritation in his face, and he looks a little bit more like Isul than normal. Excuse me? What do you mean that happened? What do you mean that one?
What? I mean, that one, specifically. And, wait, did you not... You saw this and you... Key, were you unaware of this?
I was not told anything.
I thought it would worry you, and I... elected
You would have been right.
But look, it's okay, points to Silverus.
How were you that injured? What happened?
Sip her drink.
Alright, I'm going to lay out a rule for tonight. that all questions get answered, because I believe that's going to get us much further than our general caginess has.
Fine. Which there was a lot of questions. I thought we were going with
Answer
you
them
all
if you
first.
answer them.
Right, fine. I accept this deal. But shouldn't you all go first?
The question was asked to you first.
Which one was it? There were a few.
What happened with the being stabbed a bit?
Yes, I'm assuming you're talking about the one through the gut, correct?
Well, yes, to be perfectly clear, I saw a vision of you running through the woods, and this woman was chasing you, and she ran you through the middle with what looked like a lance of some kind. And that, I thought, killed you.
Well, she's gonna just like take a hand and just move a hair behind your ear. That would be because I did die.
Blinks.
Looks down the table towards Helen.
I'm sorry, I was entering the door. What was asked?
Just looks at Helen.
Yeah,
After,
it's just
being
Silver-
told that Silverus was like, yeah, I did die.
You're doing this to me. This is the first time I've heard of it. I don't know how much Silverus told him.
Probably just that she was in training and it sucked.
Oh, is that why your training sucked?
also training that leads to your death. So I'm impressed.
I think Elena put up a counter in the living room of the clan house in order to mess with Rexton. I think I'm up to 14 now.
Oh, so I thought the whole time Silverus died counter that was serious.
Yes, it's serious.
Damn.
But yes, I
fully
think-
aware that there is magic that brings people back, but 14 seems a little bit excessive.
Well, 4 of those were before you all disappeared, actually.
What?
Well, sorry, 3 of those.
That's not that much better. That's still very bad. What kind of training is this?
And also, if
Well-
you died 14 times, and 3 before you got any notable
3 while
ones
we
while
were
you were away?
around?
Yes. Why are you
Uh,
a grey, stinking corpse?
Well, I was revived. Angelica revived me each time after I died. And of those 3 times, 2 of those was with you all as a group when the crystals exploded.
Fair, but I know that there hasn't been 14 crystals exploded.
No, that would be horrendous. One of those original 3 was when I was a child. And the other 10 were during training with Angelica over what was it? 3 to 6 months, I suppose. Again, she was able to revive me using, what did she use? Like phoenix feathers? Phoenix downs?
Yeah, she would have had a plethora of Phoenix Downs.
Yeah, she used phoenix downs as she had on hand.
Looks first towards Altar, then towards Key. Angelica.
Yes. She trained me during the past year.
And I'm assuming we have no idea who Angelica is, correct? Because
Correct.
Z does not have any idea who
Yeah.
Angelica is.
No.
Never met her.
Okay.
Nope. She also ties on. She was also the one who trained Rexton. He had actually called her to meet with me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
the legendary person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, this Angelica person killed you like 13 times?
10 times. Oh, sorry, 11 times specifically.
There's a slight eye twitch.
Like I said, 3 times were before you all disappeared.
But she
Another eye twitch.
killed you as a child, too, then.
Yes. Well, I only found out that I had died as a child when Rexton spoke to me the night before we all went into the mountains in Adreska.
Uh,
Forgive me.
I-
I think killing a child is a little strange.
Wait,
Why?
so
Go
Okay.
ahead.
was that when you disappeared?
Yes, it would be. It turns out the assassination attempt was successful. I had thought that I was just rendered unconscious, but turns out I wasn't. And I was revived through other means.
So the woman who successfully assassinated you as a child is the same woman who you have decided to teach you.
Oh, no, absolutely not. The men who killed me as a child, I don't know where they are now. I hope they're dead. But I can only hope.
You just said she killed you as a child.
I think there might have been a miscommunication.
No,
Okay.
she didn't kill her as a child. She killed her after that, but there were 3 times she died just before Angelica was in the picture. So, can we meet this person? I just want to talk to them.
You can't kill the person who's been killing Silverus, not yet.
Don't be hasty.
I hope you're not serious.
Not serious. I'm just curious.
Just curious.
know.
I use that phrase a lot. I know what it means.
Do you use it a lot? I wouldn't know.
Really.
Yes.
And Angelica is someone I trust. She means no harm at all. She is just very strong. And she would never put me in. She always made sure that she had Phoenix Downs on hand, multiple, at any given time, in case during training she went too hard on me. But I knew what I was getting into. And I thought that it would be worth it.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Was it... What could have made it worth it dying over and over?
I don't know, Alta. Maybe my entire fucking clan disappearing, presumed dead, never to be seen or tracked or heard of ever again. Maybe it was the fact that months of searching yielded nothing, except the answer that you were all dead and gone and could never come back. Maybe that's what spurred me to train and train until I could get stronger. So I could distract myself with something.
Alter, looks a little wounded. Oh. That makes sense. But we're back now. That must mean something, right?
Well, to mean something as soon as she understands exactly what happened.
Right. Please. What happened to you all?
That portal that was in the mountains, where we found your parents. Which, I believe the polite thing is to ask how they are doing.
They're alright.
No lasting
They-
effects from the kidnapping.
Piper, I assume in the year you could have solved that shit?
What?
Asking about Silver's parents, if there's any lasting effects. I'm asking, in the year, I imagine Silver's would have solved that shit?
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah, okay. No, they're fine. They're perfectly fine and healthy, and they've actually moved to Assad.
In-laws, fun.
What? No, they're my parents. Biological parents.
She just kind of nods. And
Uh,
there's just the fucking tail poke into the back of Alter.
Yeah, you get a message behind you from Helen. Sylvia, you're getting married to Alter. Dumbass.
He giggles in response to that, to what
So
Isol
does-
said.
Silver's had like a face of just confusion, like, what? No. You mean my parents, right? My biological parents? Helen messages that and she freezes, and you just see the fucking tips of her ears just go red, and it's gonna slowly creep down to her cheeks. She's just gonna cross her arms and just raise up a hand and just like, I think we should order food.
Alter smiles and looks totally unperturbed by the accusation, and is more than happy to shrug it off.
I think food would be a good thing at the moment. Don't you think? We should order that first. And then you're going to tell me what's going on with all of you. That's what's important right now.
Most
Silver's didn't
certainly,
process
that
the-
is what we'll do.
Silver didn't process that by dating brother, guess what? You now become new target for teasing.
What did Alter say?
He said he just is totally unbothered by the whole situation.
Okay.
I don't think he said anything.
I could have sworn I heard Alter voice for a second, but I was focusing on what Z was saying.
Z was being loud. I apologize.
No,
No, it's
all
fine.
good. She's just like, change subject on whatever the fuck that is. That's great. She's gonna fucking order food.
Kyo stands up and then she grabs Helen by the collar and just yanks him upstairs. Let go of me! Give them time to talk, idiot. Fine. We'll have dinner on our own. Oh, fine. And then they just quickly disappear up the stairs. As the waitress comes and takes your orders.
He just kind of like watches them go. He's going to survive that, correct?
She has put in her order. Blush is gone. She has distracted herself. It's like, oh, they're fine.
I'm assuming she is not.
Oh. No.
So
Well, it depends on what you mean by fine.
gives a little nod.
She's certainly different now. Whether it's a good or a bad thing is up to your opinion.
Wearing Dragona's armor is distasteful is a word for it.
This is the first time I've seen that. I simply thought Rava was napping in the other room whenever I saw her.
Just imagine a slightly worried huff from Saveth, who would have it ventured around the table at some point to kind of nudge Silverus.
Mm.
Hello.
Pets. Pet.
And a still very small blaze riding in the pouch that Saveth carries. So, further proof that Dragon and Chocobo have not grown any.
Ooh. Silverus is going to pet Blaze. Scritch,
Quack.
scritch. She's going to very absentmindedly. If no one stops her, she is going to very subconsciously and absentmindedly scoop up baby chicken.
Baby chicken
Quack.
will be scooped up.
She's going to have Blaze in her lap and just absentmindedly scratch back of head.
Quack.
you saying quack?
Quack.
Play.
Quack.
Oh.
Kweh. That's the noise that Chocobo makes.
Quack.
Oh,
He
I was like,
also
what?
barked.
I was like, I get that we make the chicken joke, but I don't see how the duck comes into play here. Unless you're saying it's a water chicken.
Quack and also wark. Those are the typical sounds.
Eh,
Kweh.
she has given
Oh.
Saveth all of the scritches. She has absentmindedly scooped up Blaze to give him scritches.
Alter sees all the pet mode of Silverus activate, and he just smiles to himself and says, mostly also to himself, "You haven't changed. It's nice."
This is dangerous. But yeah, Isul just kind of like let the food ordering happen, kind of watch the other two leave, and then kind of settle into her seat a little bit more. Well, first question. I promise it's leading into the story of what happened to us. That portal that we all went through, did it close after us?
Niet.
No, it didn't.
So it's still there.
Last I checked.
So it just kind of frowns. And Silverus would notice that Isul went from the bandaged arm covering the markings to no bandages, so the markings are just invisible now.
Ooh.
And she kind of motions towards the armor markings. That portal, turns out, led to another space, another realm, something along those lines. Place where the angels are, where I assume the armors are from, or at least connected to. We went there and met another sister of Rhinotus. And saw, I don't know, the castle of the end of the world or something. Place where all the big decisions get made one day.
Right. Some more Redatos.
Several. Apparently, that one has a particular soft spot for her brother. And she and Maury informed us of a few interesting little factoids about that place. In particular, a specific bloodline of the Via, a bloodline that he is a part of, are able to navigate that space and access it seemingly at will, I'm assuming at will, once they're trained.
She has put the chicken back onto Siveth and has pulled out her little black notebook. It is a lot more worn than last time you saw it. She's jotting down the major parts.
And while we were there, we were able to
Meet our half brother.
meet our half brother, which
Was weird.
We need to get back to home all the faster. See if what Alta saw with you was actually something that's true, and what happened to Mori was true too.
Mori is his name.
Yes.
That's a shortened version of his name. His full name is Moriari.
That sounds familiar. Hold on.
Excuse me?
Isul now kind of leaning forward a little bit, trying to read upside down across the table.
She would flip. So like Silver's like notebook, it's half notes, like half daily journal. And she's going to flip. And she's going to open up to a page, give like a hum. She's going to lean across Alter. And show notebook to Isul of date, time, I don't fucking know, alright? Imagine a few months back, probably. I don't know. Also, Piper, feel free. This is me going off of what was discussed a few months back.
No, it's okay. You got this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mori. Right here, yes. I met someone named Mori. They were a new clan member of Clan Regalia. I met them when I was meeting with Claire one day.
Regalia.
Right, he has what? Oh, is it pink and black in his hair?
Yeah.
He's like, pink and black hair. About, yay tall.
No shit. You did meet him.
He was very polite, for the most part.
Isul, lets out a very long, very slow breath, like she is deflating a little bit. And she kind of hands full together, head kind of drop for a minute, as just relief.
Are you alright?
He's in Regalia, then he's safe.
Yes, he is, and I can assure you that the times I've been there, he seemed rather happy.
Good. He deserves to be happy. Even though he's a little bit too polite, we'll have to fix that.
Isul's just kind of head still kind of hanging for hanging for the most part, but nodding silently. And she takes her a minute to kind of recompose herself and lift her head again.
If I remember correctly, he did have a growth spurt over the summer. He's much taller now.
If he's taller than me, I'm going to cut him off at the knees.
He's roughly that age. It's right on when you had the growth spurt.
Don't jinx it.
Right. And then what happened next?
As long as he's not kidnapping other Vieira, I guess that's better.
You really think Claire would let him?
Good
Mm,
point.
considering I know that Claire's punishment for acting out is reorganizing the ever-growing records, I don't think he'd want to risk it.
Soul's kind of like leaning back in the seat for the first time, a little bit more relaxed. Well, after we had an interesting conversation with the angels, or not the angels, the whatever the fuck they're called.
Basically, angels. The angel adjacents.
We had to leave and start trying to find a way home. He was guiding us through the space that we could tell time was passing strangely. One moment it felt like only a few seconds had gone by, and then months, and then days. And during all of that, I was getting nice little updates about the approaching end of the world. She kind of gestures towards the markings again. And you highly doubt that a bunch of armors get chosen or find their chosen people in the span of 10 seconds, so we knew time was passing strangely on top of the visions that we were receiving. We dealt with some very unpleasant creatures and ended up meeting the person. Pause. Above table. Correct me if I am wrong. The bitch that showed up at the end of the bird fight is the person responsible for all this shit.
No.
No. I thought
They
there
were
was-
a part of the Black Beast, but it's not the one
Okay.
responsible for it.
Dealt with some rather unpleasant creatures and encountered another piece of the Black Beast. He found a hole for us and spit us out on top of the mountain here. That was, at least by our reckoning, only a few days ago. Just long enough for us to recover slightly at an orphanage at the top of the mountain and make our way down to the city. For us, that cave with your parents was a week ago at most.
Sort of. There was also some weird, timey bullshit when I was jumping in there after our uncle.
All
He and
of us
I
had
walked
that
for-
weird, chimey bullshit, to be fair.
It seems like a week passed, but it felt like somewhere between a month and a couple of years ourselves. It was just nonsense. It was all made up time. Weird. Just weirdness, really.
That would explain why you all look exactly as I remember you. Well, almost exactly. She's gonna just side-eye Isul.
Sewell just kind of like blinks and then looks down at herself, then kind of shrugs. Starting to discover a few things.
Right. Well, when I first saw you again, I did think you were a ghost.
Yeah.
You can't blame me now that you have the glowingness on.
It's just a little bit of extra protection. She like thumps her like a knuckle wrap against a piece of armor.
Well, I know that now. Magic. File that information away for later.
Makes me
But
hit
I know
a little
that-
harder and makes me a little harder to hit.
It sounds like good magic.
I think so.
Well, hope it all works out. But you can't blame me for thinking you were a ghost. You were descending from the sky, glowing, looking exactly as I saw you over a year ago.
Well,
I'm
she may have
nervous.
looked like a ghost to you, but you look like a general to me.
I'm more concerned of why you would think you'd end up in an afterlife while I'm the ghost that you see. It's a pretty piss poor afterlife if you ask me.
It's not the worst. Could think of plenty of people that would make it hell, not just the afterlife. And I'm not a general. You and Vexen, I swear.
Then what is this outfit? You look so official.
We can start going down the list from general downward to private. I don't think it's private.
She's gonna just seem unimpressed a little bit. It's hard to explain.
Then why don't you try, Sergeant Sylvie?
Do not call me a sergeant.
Lieutenant?
If anything, I'm more of a commander.
Commander Sylvie.
Do not call me Commander Sylvie. I just think that that's better than sergeant.
Fair enough. He holds his hands up in the surrender gesture, just like, I won't call you that.
Good. Just call me Sylvie.
It does remind me, though, speaking of Sylvie, we met another Silvers.
I
Or
was
a
not going
Sylvie.
to tell her that. That makes it all the more confusing.
Well, it reminds me of her because she went by Sylvie. Well, her name was more properly Sylvie than yours, but that doesn't matter. The point is that we met another you from another place, and she looked like, well, yes, yeah, we met another you.
There's a reason I call the space that we're in the in-between. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of different worlds where different things happen. Same people, different choices.
And you're sure that this wasn't just someone who looked like me, correct?
She was named Sylvie. She looked like you, she sounded like you, she didn't talk like you, but she also didn't dress like you. She wore blue.
She had a good relationship with her uncle.
Also that.
She looks at Silverus with a look of
She looks taken aback. I was like,
yeah.
"What?"
I'm pretty sure in that world, your uncle's choice to not betray your family led to a very different Silvers. One that became
It was
a
remarkable.
god rather than a thief.
It was very strange, but kind of nice in a way.
And there goes the ship.
I'm sorry, it was nice.
Well, it was nice to see you, sort of. It wasn't you. It did. Well, it was kind of upsetting. I hope she didn't take it personally.
He looked like a
I-
cute puppy every time he looked in her direction.
That's not entirely true.
Oh,
Not all of it.
oh boy! I just rolled a d20. It's like, oh, I see.
But Jess, it was very weird. She
Do you miss
was
me?
so. Do I miss? No. Why would I miss her? I was.
Well, you
well-
did say it was nice to meet her and see her.
And Isul just slowly puts her head in her hands.
Well, it was nice to see her. Only so
cute.
much.
So it was nice to see her.
I mean, not. I'm a little confused because I didn't look forward to meeting this person. It just was at least nice to see your face again after having not seen it for I don't know how long.
Isul just looks towards Key, like through her fingers. Why did I think this was going to be better now?
She's just going to take a sip of a drink. He's like, no, I understand. I think I know what happened.
Key, who is already leaning against Silverus, will kind of whisper to her, "He really did miss you. I may not have had the full story of what was going on, but he was acting very, very strange."
Is she saying this across Alter?
She's leaning against Silverus. Like, she's sitting right next to Silverus, so.
Big circle table.
Circle table.
Yeah, but is she saying that loud enough that Alter can hear? I should say.
No, she's whispering it to Silverus with her hand up. You can tell she's whispering to Silverus. That much is evident.
Silverus is going to just lean down. Her vibe shifted a little bit. It's stand up taller, back posture straighter, sipping drink, leans in to hear Key's whispers. And probably whispers behind her cup back a little bit of just right, he just happened to meet a better version of me. That's great. It's wonderful.
He wasn't
Good for
better.
him. No, she was just what? Bad. She was nice. She was... No, I understand what's happened.
Alter looks over at Isul and is just nervously shrug.
Sylvie,
You just
are
get
you-
a single eye through fingers. Just very tired.
Are you jealous of yourself?
Please say that she says that loud enough for everybody to hear. Please.
Oh man, does she,
Hang on,
Iris?
Higher yes, lower no.
Yes.
A little louder.
Yeah. So it just depends, and she's just like, "What? Why on earth would I be jealous of myself? I just simply understand what's happened now."
Jealous.
She's gonna turn to Alder. He's like, "What?
He just blinks at her. Why would you be jealous? I was looking for you.
Who on earth said I was jealous? I certainly didn't."
Isul's going to just hand from face slap it down onto the table, cut this conversation. And you see her take this slow, steadying breath. I'm going to put this all out on the table very fast now because my patience for it is gone. I don't like this little dance anymore. He has
I
been in love
think
with
no,
you
no, just
for months. You have been maybe not in love with him, but very much interested in him for months before we disappeared. To the point where we, and she points at Key, have been having to deal with your bullshit. Both of you. He could not look at the person who looked like you because he missed you so much. And it was only, as far as we were aware, a few hours. Get over your bullshit, both of you.
Alter holds up a hand, and then
This is what
looks at
that one
Silverus.
does.
So it's good to see you again. Better than good. I hope I was able to convey that to you earlier. Turning a little red.
She, during Isul's spiel, it just like turns slowly pinker and pinker, and now Alter says that, and her cheeks are fucking red, and she just looks at him and just like, what? Oh look, our food is here.
No. Deal with your bullshit before I pour your ramen all over you.
No, I think that we should really eat this before it gets cold, and she's gonna just fucking grab her fucking plate, and she's gonna fucking take off her gloves and just grab is utensil of some sort, and she's going to eat. Oh yeah, she's gonna take off her gloves in a very practiced motion and tuck them inside in an inside pocket of her jacket. And she's going to grab utensil. She's going to pick. I imagine she got noodles of some sort for some reason. I don't know. I kind of want chow mein right now, so I'm just inputting. She has savory noodles dish that she starts eating, and actually, she takes off her gloves. There is some stuff on her right hand. It is the same tattoo you saw on alternate Sylvie.
Wait.
And accompanying, so on her right hand is that same tattoo you saw in alternate Sylvie on the back of her hand. And you also see a little something on her fingy.
Alter sees the ring and the tattoo, and there's a point where Alter like sees the tattoo and starts to freak out. And Isul knows this posture. She sees the posture in Alter of like he's about to make a really dumb shit accusation. Like he sees the tattoo and is about to like make some absurd leap in logic, but then he sees the ring and just like immediately quiets himself down, and then looks at Isul and then just does like the throat cut, like don't say anything anymore.
I will say that tattoo and the ring are on her right hand. It is on her right ring finger.
Alter doesn't know what that means.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she is very, very preoccupied with eating her food. Her face is fucking red.
Isul was working herself up again. Tired of their shit. And Alter does the throat cutting motion, and she's like turns, and you see just like that flare of nostril of like, I'm gonna say something to you, sir. And there is just enough of a like something in his face that you see her mouth open and then audibly click closed, and then she looks towards Key with this very accusatory look of like, are you not going to help me here?
Yeah, Key.
He looks between the three of them and is like, I already did my part.
Hands thrown in the air.
Key will look over to Silverus and I guess notice the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so that's the same thing that Isul has, right?
She's going to take a sip of her drink, calming down a little bit. Yes, but not the exact same thing. I have a different totema.
So you were chosen to help save the world too. Well, That makes sense.
Well, I had to say yes.
You had to?
Of course I did.
What would have happened if you didn't?
Then someone else would have gotten it. And considering that Isul at the time was believed to be dead, I assumed her totema went to someone else. Someone we don't know. Someone who might not have the world's best interest at heart. So, I couldn't say no.
He nods. That makes sense.
She's going to eat more slowly now that she has calmed down a bit. And we'll say that the ring is glowing red.
Y'all fuckers start messing around again. I have to make a chaos roll that's that low again. You're gonna see another outburst from Isul.
For the Alter is not going to mess around anymore.
Mm-hmm. I imagine Silverus has finished her drink. She has sipped it a lot in order to hide behind it at embarrassing moments. She is going to lean, just lean into his face without really thinking, and she's going to just take his drink and take a sip of it before putting it back.
Alter just absentmindedly smiles, but doesn't make anything of it.
Watching this motion, now she sees Ring. And will, without thinking, really, just like reach across the table, like hand, like palm up, and like point at the ring first, and then open hand again, and that very much like, what is that? Let me see.
She like stops. She's like, "We already talked about the tattoo."
Here, there's a little glowy bauble that you have.
This? It's just... Why?
No, it's clearly magic.
Well, it's... Well, there is something on it. Are you sure you want to see it? It's not that important.
Yes. She's... Yes, and like nods.
Hmm. She's going to just very anxiously twist it around her finger before she like takes a deep breath, lets it out, and just kind of slowly like takes it off. And she has an visible anxiety about letting go of it. She kind of hesitates before she takes another deep breath, and she places it into Isol's hand. But before she does it, just be careful with it, alright? Don't lose it, don't break it, okay?
I am not the one that you usually need to say that to.
Just to be safe. Nothing can happen to it, alright? It's very important.
Why? As she does, she like just takes the ring, immediately leans back in chair, fucking identify as she's like, why?
Oh boy.
You can do it. I'm lazy.
Okay. So, what information would it just like give everything about it with an identify?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay. So essentially, through the identify, this ring was made and crafted by Rexton. He made it himself. And it doesn't really have a name. But essentially, the vibe of it is that it's a ring of, like, remembering and, like, grieving, essentially. It's like in memoriam, essentially. And the thing about this is that it's an opal that has different colors in the stone, right? And essentially, it has assigned a different color to each of the clan members. And when it is glowing a certain color, it means she is thinking about that person. So here's the color key, essentially. Yellow is Key, purple is Kit, pink is Isul, and red is Alter. And Silverus looks very, like, her nails are just, like, thumbing against the table, like, just, like, being against the table in, like, a rhythmic motion as she's just, like, anxiously waiting to get her ring back.
Just see Isul like very carefully like studying it from different angles and like first looks like ooh pretty ring and then like craftsmanship kicks in as just like pink and purple sparks kind of jump from her fingers across the ring. And as she like starts to like figure out what is going on with it, this like slow like one eyebrow lifting and then looking towards Silverus and then sliding over to Alter.
Sliding the ring over to Alter?
No, just like her attention.
Oh.
Yeah, that certainly makes many things much easier.
Right, are you done looking at it? If you want another one, I can ask Rexon if he can make you one as well.
Isul will just slowly hand the ring back. Perfectly fine. Not a scratch on it.
Visible, like, sigh of relief as she very quickly puts it back on her finger and just absentmindedly twists it. And you see that it starts, like, a very faint pink glow as she fiddles with it.
Isul's just watching this ring, sees the pink glow, and there's just this snort from her. Who would have thought that you were such a sentimental type?
What? Why on earth would you think I'm sentimental? What?
And then eyes looking back up to her, like meeting Silverus's with this like smirk.
I've never advertised that I'm a sentimental type.
Oh, yes.
Don't know where you got
Don't
that
need to
from.
advertise that at all. Not that you have a special little trinket of remembrance for all of your dead friends.
This is just a gift Rexton gave me a few months ago.
Either he has not told you, or you are being cagey again.
When have I ever been cagey?
Ma'am.
Just... Your food is getting cold. Anyway, you were
Soul
all...
is just going to like slowly look back to her plate and will just kind of mutter to herself and message Alter. That ring is glowing red. She is in a particularly fond mood of you.
He stops. Like, he was halfway between eating and absentmindedly just stirring food on his plate. He gets the message and
Joe?
Joe?
He's dead.
no,
Oh
no, I'm still here.
There we go.
no!
Did you not hear
Okay.
my?
Now
Okay,
you're
I was
here.
describing something, and I guess my mic died.
Yep.
Sorry, hold on. So you tell Alter, he gets your message, and he was halfway between stirring his food absentmindedly and taking bites every now and then, but he is concentrated on the plate and keeping his eyes down. And when he gets the message from Isul, he stops, and he very slightly tilts his head so that Isul can see him looking at her, and it's a very difficult to read expression. It's something that Isul probably hasn't seen Alter emote much. But there is a look of a furrowed brow with kind of a frown in this somewhere, something thoughtful but not happy to hear. But he just nods and then continues going to eat his food, and he is otherwise very kind of checked out almost.
Just kind of slightly narrowed eyes, not sure what's going on. But she doesn't say anything else. Just kind of starts eating her own food at this point. Well, I suppose if all the... Well, actually no, not all the stories have been told. You didn't finish telling us why you look like a totally not general, not supposed to be commander.
Oh, that is... It's not too much of a story. I was traveling with Angelica and Rexton. She took the two of us on some training. I volunteered, more or less. She sort of just dragged Rexton along. And Rexton and I were in a... Well, she got a hotel room for all of us. She was, I think at this time, she was making use of the gym that they had, the training area. So it was just Rexton and I in the room. And things got a bit out of hand. A little heated. There was mild conversation, and then the conversation got a bit more open. And then the conversation got a bit more, for lack of a better word, emotional. And I remember that I was talking to him, at that point I was more so talking at him. And I had stated things about why I didn't tell him certain things. And then the next thing I know, I hear a voice in my head. And the voice was very... I think the voice was feminine. I don't remember all too much. But it was talking to me. And And it essentially tried to knock me down or get a rise out of me. And it did. It mentioned things about me, about why I might have done things. It mentioned you all. It mentioned him. It mentioned a few of you in a very negative light. And I was very angry, and I was not going to just sit by and let this mysterious, omnipotent voice talk badly about the people that I care about. So I said so to it. And then when the voice faded, I was wearing this.
Strange voices you just hear on the road, bestowing upon you fashion choices.
And that's pretty much it. I think what had happened is that I developed an ego, sort of like Kyo did.
What's now?
Ego, it stands for something. I have it written down somewhere. You can look at it later. Essentially, emotion manifested, and rather than distorting, I developed an ego, a tool that I can use. So this outfit does have use. It gives me power to help maneuver allies. Thankfully, unlike the cloak and crown, which thankfully those are in a much better space now, it is removable. But I seem to always have it in my bag when I'm not wearing it.
Magic emotions bestowed upon magic clothing. Armors, giving you tattoos. From what it sounds like, shifting of the crown and cloak. Dying 10 times in training. You have had an interesting year, haven't you?
Well, 1 year is a long time. Not to mention getting the clan in order.
I'm assuming the clan house hasn't burned down.
On my watch, absolutely not. No, it's been upgraded some. I don't know the exact list of renovations that I've done over the year, but there have been some.
Still have a few beds left over for us, correct?
There might be some space left over. We could try to fit you in somewhere. Maybe there might be space. I can take a look and see.
It's just like a slow brow going up and then looking towards Key. Do you hear that? She's gonna put us on the roof.
No, there might be extra space in the barracks. Maybe.
We have a barracks now.
Yes.
That means we actually have members.
They give me a headache every single day.
Oh, whatever happened to that other boy that I think he liked.
Yeah, is Locke still around?
Of course he is.
It's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Right. And quick question. Is there any way for Silvers to like vibe check Alter at all? Is he giving sad vibes?
He is kind of wearing his emotions on his sleeves. He is very distant. He looks a little like somewhere between ashamed and like absent.
Alright. It's like, okay, cool. Major things out of the way. What's wrong with you?
The altar.
Yep.
He looks at Isul, and he opens his mouth, and there's a moment of hesitation, and he just shrugs and says, "It's a lot, but I assume you're married by the ring."
And Isul facepalm.
Ring was like was glowing pink earlier, then was glowing like yellow. I was talking with Key, and now it is glowing a like. As she turned to Alter, it started glowing red, and she's like, "What?"
He just blinks. That's what I assumed the ring meant. Was I wrong? Engagement ring?
And Silvers is just going, just like what, like mouth agape, and she is just going to stand up and just be like, okay. She is going to fucking grab Alter by the fucking arms, like, we're not going to talk. Over there. We'll be right back.
Okay. And he just looks, again, a little bit confused and bewildered now, and gets pulled away, looks to Isul and shrugs, like, what did I say?
She... Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do this.
How many chaos rolls? There's no DC, there's only chaos rolls.
Only chaos.
Just get this, like, one final message as Isul is sinking into her chair with this, like, oh my god expression. It's like, message as you are being dragged away. Engagement rings go on the other hand, brother.
Getting pulled into the other room, and the reply to the message is, oh. Just the long, drawn-out oh.
Gets cut off
Into
by
her
the spell.
seat, looking towards Key. Why did I have to get that one as my twin? Am I like that? I don't think I'm like that.
I mean, at least he's upfront with his emotions.
Just this, like, narrowing of the eyes. Starting to not like you.
I love Key and Isul are just like, who has it worse?
I took that as a perceived slight against Isul.
That's what I thought
no.
it was.
No. I imagine she was talking about Silvers. Of like, at least yours is upfront with their feelings.
Like, my intention was talking about Silvers, but it would make sense for both of them. So,
Yeah, it would. I don't know where she has taken him. Somewhere away from a crowd where they can have a private conversation.
Like a private room.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
or just like outside alleyway area. But regardless of that, are we gonna wrap up here before the conversation?
Personally,
Or-
I think get this conversation done.
Mhm.
If it's just like going to be between the two of them, so that it doesn't get rushed or forgotten next time, and then we can end it with this when this conversation is done.
I'm game.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Is everyone else cool with that?
I hear no objections.
Okay.
But out they go.
Okay. You had your chance. Boop.
Walk outside. Alter is immediately like, so I may have misunderstood something.
Really? You think so? Why on earth would you think I'm engaged or married?
Well, largely because of the ring, but I have come to remember some very vital information, which is that engagement rings go on the other hand.
They do?
I didn't, you see, I didn't remember that part, so I thought I confessed my feelings and kissed a married woman, and was feeling a bit of shame. So
Okay.
he scratches the back of his head.
I'm sure you're right.
Sorry.
If I was married, I would not have let you kiss me.
That would make a lot of sense.
Right. What kind of woman do you think I am?
Well,
Damn.
you're a very strongly feeling, powerful, emotional woman, right?
I wouldn't. Am I really emotional? I don't think I'm emotional.
Alter just flat, half-lidded gaze, like raises his eyebrows, like, you don't think you're emotional?
Not more than the average person. Why are you? Aren't you emotional?
Yes. Yes, I'm very emotional.
Right. So why would I be emotional?
I can't readily explain it, but the entire point here is that regardless of any of that, I do think I love you. And I'm sorry I kind of jumped the gun a bit. Scratches the back of his head again. But, well, he shrugs. I can't say I don't really know what to say other than that. I promised myself after I met the not version of you that was you but not really you. I promised myself after I ran into her that I wouldn't wait and miss an opportunity to say something like that to the real you. The one that I would want to say it to. Obviously.
At him saying "I love you" or "I think I love you," her ring was already red. It just like a flash of it's glowing bright now. And she just like looks at him, just like just staring at him, like mixed emotions across her face. Are you sure? Why on earth would you? How could you have feelings for me?
I'm very, very sure. I have gone through different types of hell since that last year kind of happened. All of them were very weird. I met a gun-toting Grim Reaper, and he nearly killed me instantly.
Are you
I would-
alright?
That was so long ago at this point. I'm fine. I'm healthy. And for the first time in a long time, I feel kind of sure about something.
It just
So-
doesn't make sense. Why on earth would you of all people,
What do you mean?
I have been purposely mean to you from the very first day I met you.
And I was not very purposefully nice to you, so it goes both ways.
Right, but I was trying to be mean to you.
Yes, and I'm afraid it didn't work.
What? When have I... Alta, I have never been nice to you.
You don't give yourself enough credit. And he will, poke her on the nose.
What?
You gave me dance lessons.
I did. But
And he tugs on the edge of his jacket. Helped me get a better sense of fashion.
you already had one.
That's just because we dress similarly.
Right.
You saved me many times in the
I was...
just absolute thick of all types of combat and situations that God knows will ever be in again, but you've saved me and you saved my sister multiple times.
Well, that's being a clanmate. That's par for the course.
He shrugs. I can't disagree with you, but
Alta,
you just
I don't understand how you could say that you care for me, and I don't understand how you can't, considering I've never given you a reason to.
he sighs for a second and then just waves a hand and says, "You don't have to return the gesture. It's okay. I can take no for an answer." I was kind of
What?
bracing for that.
What are you talking about?
I assume that that's what this is. And he gives a hand-over-hand gesture.
That's what is.
This, walking out here, kind of sequestering me by myself to let me
Right.
down easy? It's okay. You don't owe me anything.
Well, that wasn't exactly the plan here.
Then what was the plan?
To talk to you and to figure out why you would feel that way about me. Especially the why. And talk some more on it after. If I can... If you explain yourself.
I would be willing to tell you or answer any questions you have about it, I guess. But in all honesty, I'm not sure what. I guess I'll tell you anything that you'd like to know. I'll answer any questions you have. I think Isul's right. At least I have danced around all of this, and she seems to think you have a thing for me, but that doesn't matter what she thinks. The point of this is, I'm not great with words spoken. I'm better at writing. So I can tell you how you made me feel at certain points, how you have shown me how to be self-sufficient in a way, or what it means to be to have independence and conviction, to stand by an idea and to live by it. You're a woman of your principles. And I mean, there are many people who believe many things and do many things, but I don't look at them the way that I look at you. I don't know if this is helping at all, but I can't explain it any more clearly than that.
I had a question for you, but I think you just answered it. I was going to ask, why do you have feelings for me? But I suppose your whole spiel answered that.
He smiles and just kind of shrugs and just goes, I would hope that that was a sufficient answer.
Second question would be, how sure are you? Like, are you sure that this isn't just a little crush on someone who is attractive? That's superficial.
He holds out his hand, like palm up.
Is this like a gesture of to take her hand?
Yes. Yeah,
She-
to like ask for her hand.
She take hand. She give hand.
And he just kind of stares at the back of her hand for a second. And then rubs like one of his... He has very sharp nails, but and like scales along his hands and fingers, and he just runs his thumb over her knuckles for a second and says, I'm very sure. I went through so many different places and saw so many different things, and there's a handful of facts that I'm certain of. The first of them is that my name is Alta Hama, and I am the twin brother of Isul. And the second is that I love this version of Silverus, and he points to you. Not any other weird multiverse version of you that could exist. And you don't owe me anything.
She is focused on his hand on hers. And then she's just... What's up?
He'll say, like, looking at, as she looks at his hand, he'll say, if you don't want me to ever bring this up again, then I won't.
The last time your hand was in mine was the night of the gala.
He nods.
Before I continue, no, you can't take any of this back.
Like, shakes his head for a second, like, what? And then blinks and says, "Okay, I promise I won't take any of it back."
Right. No saying it was a misunderstanding. You're talking plainly here now, correct?
Cross my heart.
Okay, good. Where was I? Right. That night, after our conversation on the balcony, I got a letter from Rexton that my parents were kidnapped. On the balcony, before I rejoined the gala. And that's when I found out. But despite knowing that, I decided I would deal with it tomorrow when I was able to and I could get the full support of the clan to maybe join me on this. All I wanted to do was to dance with you and laugh with you and talk with you and share drinks and steal hors d'oeuvres from the tray when they weren't looking. Also, that night is when I might not have known it, but that is what solidified. That is what would have... Alright, just 1 second, please.
Like, just tilts his head slightly.
Just give me... I'm not the best with words, alright?
No, take your time.
Don't patronize me. Okay. I think I've got it now. That night is when I believe I fell in love with you. I think
Does
that
eyebrows go up?
for a while before that I was falling. But I think that night is when I landed.
He just kind of blinks and opens his mouth a little bit, and there's like words forming. You serious? You're not just saying this because of the moment or anything?
Well, it was certainly... No, just... Yes, I am serious. I am.
He blinks. Oh. Well. Well, shit. That's really good news then. Then we're on the same page here. And he like points between himself and you.
Well, that's a separate thing entirely, and if you'd want to be involved with someone like me...
I've not been more certain of many things. Of anything in my life at this point. I don't know what the future looks like, but I would like it if we could face the future together, maybe? If you're willing to face it with me.
Well, it's... I suppose I could. Well, I'm sorry. Yes. That would be nice.
He smiles.
So we're... What? So does this mean that we are...
Alter will just cut her off mid-sentence by leaning down to kiss her.
She is going to kiss back after, like, muffled for a second because she was cut off mid-fucking sentence. But she is going to wrap her arms around him and kiss back and hug. It's cute. And she's going to, like, lean back after a kiss and say, right, there were some changes in the clown house.
What changes? Do I need to be worried? I still have a room, right?
What? Of course, all of your rooms are still there. I locked them. Only the one who can get into them is me. But you need to get a new wardrobe.
I need to get a new wardrobe?
Yes.
What's wrong with my wardrobe?
Nothing's wrong with it at all. It's just that, well, it has been a year, and it's entirely possible that a good amount of your clothing, if not all of it, has been relocated.
What happened to all of my things?
And redistributed to someone who looks better in black, gold, and red.
He just blinks, like dumbfounded, and just goes, do you mean any points to Silverus?
Small smirk. It's like, well, you aren't wearing them.
You
They're mine now.
cheeky bitch.
I never ever said I wasn't a bitch.
If I could wear women's clothing and steal yours, I would.
Oh, I'd love to see you try to fit into this. It'd be funny. Now, however, all of your clothing are now mine. We can discuss possible redistribution later. But for now, they're all mine.
All yours, huh? Every last one?
She's going to lean in and grip his collar. And she's like, yep. Including this one.
Damn.
The one he's wearing right now?
Mm-hmm.
He like looks at it and just goes, I don't want to. No! I'm not taking this off. This is my newest coat.
Right. We can work out an agreement. Though, if it is mine, and it is, I can assure you, it is mine. If you keep wearing it, that's going to mean that you're mine too. So, that's your choice to make.
Damn.
Alter opens his mouth and just like, oh. Well, I don't suppose that's such a bad thing. Or I don't suppose that's such a bad idea.
So you agree they're all mine, correct?
He rubs his chin for a second, and then gets this really just incredibly evil, shit-eating grin on his face. He just goes, there's a prerequisite to all of this. You have to annoy my sister now. There's two of us. He holds up two little fingers. She doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, absolutely not. No, you're on your own. I like talking to Isu.
Just wait.
We had chocolate cake once.
Well, that's all well and good, but you have to be on my side. You can't be on her side.
I think that's a case-by-case basis. I don't have to be on your side.
Do they get to have like this banter just walking back inside?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Boop, 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 blop, blop.
Isul just still like sunk down in her chair, like my stupid ass brother, and like grumpy with Key now, cause misunderstanding. Watching them, like looking
Alter-
first at Silverus because she came in first, and then at Alter with this very much like, are we?
As he like does this brief pass by Isul, he does a big like licks the palm of his hand, and then just wipes it on the side of her horn.
She starts immediately tries to kick him.
How can you expect me to be on your side when you start half of it?
Besides, he's trying to. Alta,
What? I didn't do anything.
you always do something. Whatever you tried to get into was a lie.
No, he tried to get me into a pact to be against you, but I told him no. He's on his own.
Wise decision.
I'm full of them. She's going to lean against his side and going to steal his drink. It's hers now.
He watches you steal the drink, and again has that like same familiar smile that he had however many minutes ago, but this time is more cheer behind it than before. And
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
No, finish what you're saying.
He'll like look and raise an eyebrow at her, and he'll be like, "You better get the refill at the very least. That's mine."
But is it though? I'm the one holding it.
Isul just kind of like looks between them for a second, like eyes narrowed, and then like nose wrinkling, like she has smelled something nasty. This is. I don't know what's
This is only going
this
to get worse for you.
Oh, God. Not necessarily. You can make another mistake about what jewelry means.
There's just a slight eye twitch. It's not common knowledge, okay?
Not.
It is.
Also, you have truly never paid attention a single day in your life.
Shut up. It could have been a legitimate thing. It's fine.
It's one of the only things that are pretty much universal.
A left hand for Marion dropped her left hand.
Oh, a left hand like this, and he'll flick you off.
And she just like looks very unimpressed. Oh, such clever retort. See, this is
If it makes you
what-
feel better, I don't see much of a difference between this one and this one, and he holds up his right hand and flicks you off again.
And here we see why you cannot convince even your girlfriend to enter into any sort of secret pact with you.
There's still like the tinge of like caught being like the immature reaction of like blush in the face, but he does not shy away from it and sticks his tongue out.
Silvers also blushes a little bit. However, she physically reacts in a very similar way to whenever someone compliments her. Of like slightly straightens up back, you know, like moves her hair a little bit. It seems like almost like prideful as she is leaned against him and still has his drink. It's hers now. No, she's not going to refill it.
The dragons help me.
All right.
Sounds like a good place to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Did we make it? Did we make it before the Piper crash?
I don't think so.
We were close.
Piper.